Give me a sec. Do you want a bag?
I asked about you the other day. I asked the other guy
Oh no, my hair. What's up, Chasers? I'm outside of Press Play Media. We're gonna go inside and we're gonna check out this place and see what's got to offer. We're in St. Augustine, Florida. I think they are the only place in town that has retro video games other than like one GameStop. So we're gonna see what they got in store. Let's go inside and check it out. Come on. Guys, I need to talk to you about my recent trip to St. Augustine. Rockstar Kristen and I went. We checked out the oldest city in the country. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to type in video game stores around me and see what happens. And lo and behold, I found something. So we found this place called Press Play Media. Checked it out before we got into the touristy spot of town. I just want to show you a couple things I got. I want to show you the place and I want to show you the fun times I had. So stay tuned, Chasers. Things are coming. Good things. Boy games, the box, brats, Ocean Discovery. Oh, Winnie the Pooh Adventures. I got the manual. Let's get the box now.
Oh man.
So I see a decent stack of Game Boy Advance games in the box. Lower dollar titles, nothing crazy. They were a pretty crispy condition, just nothing really that really, sparked a little joy inside of me, so I just sort of left them. That Winnie the Pooh box was kind of cool, only because I did a Manual Fever video back in the day. You could see it here. So I have the manual. I could have gotten the box in the game as well, but I decided to pass on it.
They have this for free on Game Pass now. I saw that the other day.
They got it for free?
Yeah, on Game Pass.
I feel like I did see that. Battleborn.
We got a phone anyway. We got a phone.
Yeah, I got a cool.
Well, but I can play it on Xbox though too.
Right, you just pick it up and play it. We may or we may not.
We don't have a wrong report.
Found 15 for $3. So I just sent out a couple eBay packages. Anyway, it was a small little place. Nothing crazy. I did get a chance to see a new store, someplace I've never been before. The sense of adventure really was kicking in, so that was awesome. I didn't expect to find what I found. Nothing super intense, but a lot of Final Fantasy stuff, which got me really excited because I love Final Fantasy. I love Dragon Quest. If you've seen any of my recent videos talking about my storage space finds, etc. Getting my steps in. What else?
It's kind of like Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 3. You drop the trailer for it, but
So we're walking through the store. They've got your standard PS4, PS5 games, Xbox games, etc. NES, decent stack. They had a glass case that had a few NES in box. I saw quite a few Retron emulation devices. And then I look around and I see randomly a Sega Master System game. You don't always see a lot of Sega Master System, so I was like, okay, I'll check it out. So I found this. Great Golf. A lot of these older games, they're a sports type game, and it just is what it is. This looks like dangerously close to the NES version of golf, which pretty much set the precedent. The way golf games look, which, you know, it is what it is, you know. Something starts working and you gotta, you know, copy it. Ugh. No manual, but there's definitely a little promo poster here. Let's see if we can pull it out and see what it looks like. Yeah. Oh. This is it. I'd take this over a manual any day of the week. These little inserts like this, posters, they're a little bit harder to find, I would say. I mean, I haven't seen one of these in any of the Master System games that I have already. Look at this thing. This is pretty sweet. Not super crispy, but it is. You could flatten this out and stick it into a frame and call it a day. Look at this. Let's flip it over. Oh, I love it. Here's my video game checklist. Get in touch with Sega software. Look at that. This is just like those promos you get in NES games with, you know, Rob on it, and then it's got all the games on it. Look at that. Love it. Love it. No limits. I love Master System stuff. I don't have a lot of it, but look at how cool this stuff is. Just the 80s look, the 80s style. What's that?
Yeah, it's got some pretty big shoes to fill.
yeah,
NBA Jam. Atari Jaguar. 150.
See that?
That's what I'm worried about, though. That Sparkling Zero does look like it's got a pretty big starting roster, but you know DLC's gonna have.
Yeah, of course.
So that's gonna be 18 gold.
That's how they're gonna sell you. That's exactly how they're gonna be able to sell you, like, brought out the Father Goku DLC.
That could be an option. Gyrus, golf.
Just give me a sec. Do you want a back, please?
Yeah, please, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I asked about you the other day. I asked the other guy. Where you were.
Yeah, but I'm still here.
Thank you.
No problem, man. Take it easy.
You too.
Gunsmoke. Stay pretty quiet in here all day, huh?
That comes and goes.
Does it?
It is Monday, so.
Okay.
One of the slower ones, but.
We came from Orlando. We're on the way to, here actually, so we're like.
Nice.
Always like to type in video game store on the phone to see if something comes up. You know.
And other than GameStop, we're the only spot in town.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's good to hear.
Yeah, so it does stay pretty busy around here.
Nice. Recording?
Yeah.
So these are the scores. Behold. Let's walk through them a little bit, shall we? I'm gonna start with the Final Fantasy XI stuff. I was surprised to see a lot of stuff. I've been thinking about getting Final Fantasy XI stuff on 360, so to see this stuff was pretty sweet. The album art is just awesome. Album art Is that what you call it?
I wouldn't call it that.
The cover art. Albums are, record albums. I call everything album art. What's the name? Amado. Future me, put the information up right here. But these cover arts are they're sweet. So we got 11. This is an expansion. This is an expansion. These two copies are the same. They look the same. One has a slipcover on it. One of them feels heavier than the other one, so there might be a manual in this one. It looks like there's 3 expansions on these discs. I wonder what happens. I wonder what happens if we put one of these into a 360. Is the 360 jammed up? It's got a disc in it, or just the door's kind of sticky? Final Fantasy XI Chains of Promethea. Again, look at that art. I'm gonna send it over to future me in the chair over here to talk a little bit about Final Fantasy XI and where it came from. Take it away. Final Fantasy XI is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game developed and published by Square Enix. It was released in Japan in 2002 for the PlayStation 2 and Microsoft Windows platforms, and later for the Xbox 360 in 2006. Final Fantasy XI is the 11th installment in the renowned Final Fantasy series. The game is set in the fantasy world of Vana'diel, a land filled with diverse regions, races, and cultures. Players assume the role of adventurers known as adventurers who traverse the world, complete quests, battle monsters, and interact with other players. Final Fantasy XI features a classic MMORPG playing style with character creation, leveling up, quests, and social interaction. Players can choose from various jobs, such as warrior, white mage, black mage, thief, and more. Each with unique abilities and roles and parties. Final Fantasy XI offers a rich storyline with main story missions and numerous side quests. Players gain experience by leveling and defeating enemies and completing tasks to level up their characters and unlock new abilities. Players can freely change with the job system between different jobs once they are unlocked, allowing for versatile gameplay. The game features a comprehensive crafting system where players can create various items, equipment, and consumables. I love crafting. I craft all the time in Final Fantasy XIV. Crafting is it's a thing to do when you're not playing the game, but you still want to play the game. You go on, you craft. It's easy. And you can turn around and flip it for gil. I don't know if you can do that on 11. It's been a long time since I played it. I don't quite remember. Final Fantasy XI was one of the first successful MMORPGs on console, so it's a landmark. It's very notable. It's the only MMO I've ever played. That's not true. It's the first MMO I ever played, and yeah, scratch up that carpet. Paved the way for Final Fantasy XIV, which I play non-stop all the time with Rockstar Kristen. She's addicted as well. Alright, Great Golf. We talked about this one earlier already, so again, just to show you the box. I went a little heavy on the Final Fantasy stuff this time. I just got lucky that they had what I was looking for. We've got A Realm Reborn, Final Fantasy XIV. It's just a disc. Stormblood. This is after Heaven's Ward, so this is 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, 5.0. Stormblood. Well, a bit of a technical error there, so let's just keep trucking. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Nier Automata. Automata. Bum bum ba-da-da. The only thing I know about this game is that Final Fantasy XIV did a crossover on it, and I played that and it was pretty sweet. Got some cool items, some cool wearable clothing, so that was awesome. I did play this for about 2 seconds, I think. I died instantly and never went back to it. Fussed about it. Oh, it's too hard. Like a little baby. So now that I have a physical copy, I'll get back into it. Why not? Oh, why not? Look, it's a Square Enix game. I swear by that company. They can do no wrong. Final Fantasy 15 Day 1 Edition, $3 dues. Can't mess with that, it's gotta come home. We had an old rule that said if it was under $5, you gotta take it. So So we're gonna get back to that. Sometimes we go to the it's under $10 rule and we gotta take that too, but truth time, I've never played Final Fantasy 15. I do know that there's a Final Fantasy 15 crossover on Final Fantasy 14. And I got the car, that sweet car. You do see it on the cover here. Actually, you see it on the back too. You can roll around in that thing, fly around in it too. I feel like this game is not too widely praised. What do you think? On to the NES stuff. Nothing crazy, but Othello. Takes a minute to learn and a lifetime to master. It says so on the box. It's a real simple game. You have a white piece and a black piece. You stick one down, you flip the other color over. And then, when you're done, whoever has the most pieces on the board wins. Easy enough, okay? But you become a master, you learn tips and tricks and new hacks. It's like chess, but you know, just a little more. Maybe it's simpler, or maybe it's just different, smarter in a different way. This is complete in box, which is awesome because I love a nice bit of NES cardboard. The cool thing about this was the kid working at the shop said, well, there was 2 copies there, so he's like, well, I mean, you can pick and choose whatever the nicer pieces of everything is, because he really didn't give much of a hoot about what was going on. He was actually kind of manhandling the stuff a little bit. I was like, bro, increase your chill. So this is complete in box. It's got the game, it's got the manual, it's got the sleeve, and it has a little, it's got the little plastic bag that the game and stuff goes into. So, nice one. We'll open it up in a later video. Finally, got a bunch of dusty NES sleeves. You don't see these too often, and when you do, they're probably like $4 or $5 a pop. These were $2 each. I had to grab them because it's cheap. These are a little bit dusty. Only a couple of them were Nintendo branded, but I'm okay with that. The rest of them are generic. A little bit dusty, like I said, a little worse for the wear, but they look like they're pretty good condition. There's one in here that looks like a cat bit into it or something. A little damage. I'm not letting a cat or any other human with teeth or animal near stuff like this. There's other things to chew on. Food, perhaps. How are we ending this video again?
I love Rad Chaser. He is handsome and smart.
That's just a mountain of stuff. My favorite kind of.